Hi lovely people, and welcome to Little Moments, Big Shifts, the podcast that empowers you to prioritise yourself and evolve into the person you were always meant to be. I'm your host, Emma Longbottom, founder of Wellbeing with Emma. Welcome. Let's get into today's episode. Hi lovely people. I hope you are enjoying some lovely sunshine wherever you are. It is glorious here. So what I wanted to talk about this week was 100 days, which might sound slightly random if you don't know what I'm on about. But today marks the end of the first 100-day activity club for grown-ups. So if you don't know what that is, I've been running that. We started on the 5th of January, and it's a group of, it's been a lovely small group this first time. And we've come together and we have like a little group where we chat, and I set a little prompt or question or little activity every day, and I have done for those full 100 days. And those are all things that can be done in 10 minutes or less. And then what we've been doing is, and then people have been sharing their experience of what that's like for them. And the real principle of the 100-Day Activity Club for grown-ups is around you prioritising yourself. And that is one of my main goals anyway in all the work that I do, is to get busy people to just take some time for themselves. Because what I observe is that everybody's rushing around doing everything for everybody else, and they put themselves at the bottom of their own to-do list all the time. But actually, if we spend some time on ourselves, we have so much more to give other people. So it's just flipping that round really and showing that to people. It feels counterintuitive sometimes, but it is my experience that it is true. So over these 100 days, we have done exactly that. We have spent 10 minutes or less on ourselves every single day. And you might think, well, that's really not a lot of time. What can you do in that in less than 10 minutes a day? But actually, because we've been doing it for 100 days consistently, what it has done is it's started to shift people's perceptions. And that's what's been really beautiful to see, is that people are talking about, having more self-belief, having more confidence in themselves, in their decisions, and just feeling more like they can spend more time on themselves, and that they earn that, and that they deserve that. And that's so powerful and so beautiful that, people want to continue on the next round, and people want to make sure that they continue to prioritise themselves and put themselves first. And that is exactly what I was hoping would happen, that people would, people would do that. But you don't always know, I'll be honest, you don't always know when you set off on these journeys how it's going to end. So it's been a really gorgeous time together of these 100 days. And what's been really special is seeing people shift. Seeing people being a bit nervous or a little bit quiet to start off with, and then they're sort of sharing more in the group. And not everybody's done every day. Like there's no pressure in there for everybody to do every day. Life takes over, people go on holiday, people have birthdays, people have busy lives, or they're poorly, and that's absolutely not a problem at all. No, I'm certainly not putting any pressure on anyone, including myself. But most people have shown up most days. They might have taken a couple of days off, but then they've been like, oh, I want to catch up, or I want to go back and see what I've missed, which has been really nice. So why am I telling you all this? Well, for one thing, someone questioned me the other day and sort of said, well, what will actually shift in 100 days? So that is what we've observed, and that's what people have been talking about over the last couple of days, where we've been sort of doing a little bit of a review at the end of it, that they genuinely do feel like they've boosted their confidence and boosted their self-belief. But also, I wanted to explain the science behind it, because it might seem like I've picked a random, snappy thing, 100 days. But the theory behind this is that there is scientific evidence that if we do the same thing for 3 months, if we do that consistently every day for 3 months, it becomes a habit. That is how long it takes for our brain to form a new habit. So showing up for yourself for 10 minutes or less often, but showing up for yourself consistently every day for 100 days means that then becomes a habit. That becomes more embedded in how you live, and it makes it easier to take it forward. And don't get me wrong, people are welcome to join the second cohort, which starts on the 1st of May. Absolutely. But there's no pressure to do that, because hopefully what they've done is they've built that self-trust and that self-belief enough that now they will show up for themselves. So yeah, I wanted to explain a bit more about that, because I don't think that always like comes across when you're doing, like social media posts or talking about things. That's one of the beauties of me doing this podcast. That's why I love to come on here and just have a little chit chat with you all, because I know I can explain things in a little bit more detail. So yeah. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention actually was the kind of things that we've been doing. So it's been a real mixture. Some of the things have been like a little bit journaling, or there's been some really fun tasks like making yourself a little playlist or having a little dance. There's been some really deep, thoughtful ones. And a lot of them actually probably take 2-3 minutes if you just sit and think about them. And some of them have been like things like going out and having a little walk, or celebrating yourself, like taking a moment to just think about like, what am I proud of today? What am I grateful for today? And it might not, and I know it doesn't always sound like a lot, but what I think I'm trying to explain is that it compounds over time. So if you do that one day, yeah, you'll feel great, but actually when we do it for 100 days consistently, it compounds and we start to see shifts and we start to see patterns also. And that's where the beauty of this program lies. So anyway, I'm waffling now. I will leave you to your day. But I wanted to tell you that the 100 Activity Club for grown-ups, it is continuing. So it will start again. The next 100 days will start on the 1st of May. I should have known that before I started chatting, shouldn't I? Yeah, the 1st of May. So if you would like to join us, you are so welcome. I will put the link to all the details in the show notes, and that runs until the 8th of August. Wow, that feels like a really long time away, but that it is. That's how fast our year's going. So that's what we're doing. And if you would like to come and join us, or if you want to like have a little chat about it, get in touch with me. I love to hear from you, and I would absolutely love to have a chat. And I'm going to leave you with a little exercise, which is the kind of exercise that we do. And if you would like to do it, you are so welcome. If you are like, now I've had enough now, or you're driving your car or something and you just want to get on with your day, no drama. So one of the little tasks was write down 5 things that you love about yourself. So just spend a moment. You don't have to write it down. If you don't, you can just think about it. But we spend so long criticising and telling people all the things that we can't do or that we don't like. So just spend a moment today and think or write down 5 things that you love about yourself. And I hope that little task helps you to prioritise yourself today. And I will see you very soon, my loves. Bye.